Hi, Stephen Smith here, and I believe that I have a word from the Lord for you today. God gave me John 8:32 this morning, and I thought that it's really applicable for us today because it tells us that we're set free. We're set free from all the different things that Christ has come to this world to set us free from sin, from death, from sickness, from disease. These are all things that try and keep us from achieving our full potential as Christians, and we've been set free from those things. Well, John 8:32 tells us, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The important thing here is that not that we're set free, but that we know the truth. If I know and understand who Christ is and what he's done for me, then there's no way that I can possibly be bound by anything that possibly comes up against me. Let's take a look at this verse in context completely. John 8:31 through 32 says, Jesus said to the people who believed him, "You are truly my disciples if you remain faithful to my teaching. And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Knowing this in complete understanding, we realize that what it means to be free is to believe that Jesus Christ himself has set us free. So if I believe that I'm set free, then I will truly be set free because I'm resting on the full assurance of the work that Christ himself has done for me. It's a beautiful thought when we conceptualize this and use it within our lives. You know, this word freedom actually means to be exempt from liability. It means that I no longer have responsibility for the actions that I've done in the past, that I'm set free from these things. Christ has completely enabled me to be able to live a life full of victory and success because of what he's done, and it's because of the freedom that he's given it to us. He goes on to say in John 8:36 that, so if the Son has set you free, then you are truly free. We'll often quote that verse, not understanding that Jesus Christ himself has set us free from everything that tries to keep us bound. Paul writes to us in Romans, and he tells us in chapter 16, verse 18, that now you are free from your slavery to sin and you have become slaves to righteous living. So we're not just set free from sin. Now what we've done is we've become a part of what Christ himself is. And Paul uses this example and says that now we're slaves to a righteous living. So it's who we serve that will truly make us free. And this freedom is not freedom to go out and sin, but free to be exactly what Christ enabled for us to be. Galatians 5:1 tells us that so Christ has truly set us free. Now make sure that you stay free and don't get tied up again in slavery to the law. In other words, don't get tied up in the things that you try and do to make yourself free. The more that you try to make yourself free, the more unsuccessful you're going to be. By your efforts, you can't accomplish anything, but by the efforts through Christ Jesus, you can do all things through him. So why don't you enable yourself to be able to be set free completely and totally? Now, this is the word that I believe that the Lord has given to you today. I have set you free from the power of death and of sin. Therefore, live a life of freedom. The only one who can now bind you is you. So stay free. Well, I encourage you to continue to follow us on Twitter at Stephen Preserve. You can go to Facebook and you can share this video. You can join us on YouTube and see all the other videos that we've done before. You can even go to our webpage at awfg.today. You can go to our blog at awfg.blog, and you can even listen to our podcast. So many different ways that you can actually take this message and use it. And in fact, I'm going to insert a link on Facebook where you can actually download the scriptures that we use today for your own personal Bible study and review. Well, God bless you, and I hope to hear from you soon.